Thank you for visiting the Coinceras channel again. Dear everyone, there is a lot to discuss with XRP, including a bizarre idea involving David Schwartz and the Theorem Foundation, some really extreme price predictions, and the possibility that an XRP stablecoin may soon replace Tether. Make sure you don't miss a thing by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Having stated that, I think you should see this video. Let me take a brief look at the market and highlight a number of things you should be aware of heading into this week before I get into the top topics for this XRP report. With Bitcoin remaining around 60.561.50, the volume has been quite low during the weekend, staying around 35.5 billion. Right now, XRP is fighting for 50 cents, here's hoping we can keep this extremely strong level for us, yet, an upsurge may be on the horizon, and the Asian markets may be coming in pretty hot as well. However, the incredibly low volume of $391 million over the weekend demonstrates just how calm the Bitcoin market has been. This may not be the most terrible thing that could happen. I've been discussing this 100-day narrative with a few people regarding the half and final, so there's a chance the price could go up. However, the outcome will depend on our patience. David Schwartz is a topic of much discussion. Is he a character in Satoshi's story? On the other hand, does he have more to do with the idea? Surprisingly, he has publicly admitted to being an investor and, more crucially, to having a role in developing Ethereum, specifically Ripple's Cto. For context, there were around 2,000 Ethereum for every Bitcoin, so you can get a sense of scale when you hear about Darish's acquisition of 40,000 Ethereum tokens during the public initial coin offering. This sheds light on David Schwartz's involvement in the project. I wanted to show my support for Vitalik, therefore he encouraged me to join, as he states here, and I quote, "I decided to go for 20 BTC. I was rather silent in my questioning. I was given 47 Ethereum by him. At first, I assumed it was all for the benefit of our mutual acquaintance, but now that Schwartz is gone, he has sold it. One imagine what that amount would look like today if you were to withdraw a large sum of money. Almost 111 million. However, it is important to note that David Schwartz has extensive connections. And most people don't feel the way he does when he brings up Brian Stewart. However, if you delve deeper, you'll find that individuals like David Schwartz, the mastermind behind all the intriguing ideas, state that, unfortunately, my father ironically accomplished nearly the same thing. My parents fixed up the massive house we were living in after my elder siblings left, but I had to do a lot of work to get it ready to sell. A lot of money went into my dad's house renovation because of this. However, the actual estimate goes up due to the fact that the refurbishment took months to complete. He ultimately sold out and took a loss on that business because of that. But listen, this individual is heavily involved in the XRP syndicate and is also very family-oriented. When it comes to Ethereum, is he the one who started the story? So, the answer is unclear. But Vitalik personally welcomed even if you're purchasing 40,000. Would David Schwartz be able to provide additional information about the Ethereum Foundation? Might there be a greater scheme at work here using XRP? For now, all we can do is wait. Given the magnitude of his recent involvement with the Theorem Foundation, I believe there is a more substantial link between David Schwartz and the organization. This one has the makings of a fascinating tale. As a result, many are wondering what will happen to the price right now. In the end, we're hoping for a settlement this week as well. There are no set due dates. Many believe that this has been pushed out to June. I didn't want to merely cite him, but if we could obtain that, we could start to see some really intriguing price moves. A recent collaboration between Ripple and the SBC, one of the biggest banks, suggests that XRP may soon be adopted by other financial institutions, adding fuel to the fire that has been swirling around this topic for months. Additionally, the XRP ledger, which I have previously discussed at length. Furthermore, there is sufficient discussion about exchange-traded funds ETFs and XRP1 in particular, as is known to have occurred during conversations between Larry Fink and Brad Garlinghouse, with Brad nearly stating as much, in this document. But many are projecting a significant increase in the price of XRP, possibly reaching 1,857. The volume will be determined by the events that transpire after the settlement agreement. Fascinating to consider. Not only does this now connect to the theoretical foundation, but everyone is anticipating a huge surge in XRP value. Because of the intense scrutiny surrounding Tether and interest, we will need to maintain a careful watch on it. Just now, the picture inquiry into Tether and its stablecoin issue has begun. For a long time now, this has been a point of contention. Does Tether really lack the assets that were formerly thought? Is it applicable? The fact that they have been minting massive quantities of money raises the question of whether or not they are able to repay what they have done. In the long run, XRP's integration with financial institutions and, by extension, the public's faith in banks could provide the necessary narrative support for a stablecoin backed by RP. That's how things really are. At this point, most people won't believe in cryptocurrency until they're directly involved, but this story has the potential to go viral. Again, I believe a lot of things are happening in the background about XRP. I've been saying this for what seems like an eternity: don't judge a book by its cover. I don't think you'll go wrong if you understand the story behind it. I can't recall when we drew this support line in my video, but if you look at the price right now, you'll see that we're in the midst of another little decline. Now a few of important metrics, however, suggest that we may see a rebound from that line in the 3,999 range, suggesting that there may be an upward push. We should receive some additional assistance as the 50-day simple moving average is declining. With everything happening this week, I'm hopeful we can have a bounce off this lower push and start to go back to the upside, but MACD is just going somewhat bearish. We might see a little bit more of a downtrend. And if the settlement goes through, brace yourself, we're likely to hit one. Quickly, tell me in the comments whether you believe David Schwartz has any ties to the theorem's basis. Is this something that could lead to more integration with XRP in your opinion? Lastly, would you consider purchasing an XRP stable currency rather than a USDT? The video ends there. As always, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment with your opinions. Goodbye for now.